making videos shortly after being diagnosed with ADHD at age 39, and found a treatment that was very successful, and so it's made a huge impact in my life. But I kept having anxiety. Wasn't as bad, but I kept having anxiety. And with every video I made, I did a ton of research and learned new things that were helpful. One of the things I learned was that most adults with ADHD have a secondary comorbidity, which is a secondary disorder that happens at the same time. And it can complicate the diagnosis and treatment of ADHD. So I'm looking into that, I'm researching for these videos, and this last week, clarity, discovery, like upheaval, it's kind of been a huge week. I confirmed that I am on the autistic spectrum. I do have obsessive compulsive disorder, and I have known it for a while, that I am a highly sensitive person to the spiritual realm, but I really took some time to look into the distinctions between these things, and ADHD, of course, hasn't gone away. So I really did a lot of research to find how are they distinct and different, because there is some overlap. There's quite a bit of overlap between those four. To get an official diagnosis, I could go more than about 3 hours away, pay $600 to $1,000. Because my insurance doesn't cover medical health, why? Okay, anyway, $600 to $1,000 to get 2 sessions where she interviews me, and then we determine if I have autism or not. So it's not a checklist. It is more of an interview, especially looking at your childhood behaviors before you started masking and learning how to fit into society. Or I could go an hour and a half away, pay twice that amount, and wait until next year to get the test, because those are the only 2 places in the state of Oklahoma. Like, oh my gosh. And you have to get a doctor's recommendation for that one, like a primary physician. So on my channel homepage, I have loads of playlists because I love to categorize. It's the resources that I found helpful in discovering about myself, as well as the videos that I put out. And I just need to say, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. Special thanks to Temple Grandin, even if she never sees this. Dr. Temple Grandin is an extremely successful scientist and an entrepreneur and inventor, actually, who has had a movie made about her. She does have autism, and she thinks in a way that helps her explain how autistic people think.
That autism is not a psychological problem.
I am not familiar with the remnant report.
Calm down, sweetie. Sweetie, calm down.
It would be better if you could get her to sit calmly. You're trying to control her.
What are you talking about?
But we were told self-stimming is good. It eventually calms them.
Self-stimming? Yes, self-comforting.
Self-stimulation, rocking, spinning, rolling on the floor, flapping.
Oh, I think spinning is good. And rolling, too. Self-stimulation does seem to eventually calm the nervous system. It can be a way to compensate for not being held. And being held by another person is scary, but rolling or being held by surfaces produces the calming effect that ordinary children get from a hug.
How old's your child?
Well, I don't have children. No, I'm autistic. And I need the sensation of being hugged. And I've developed a machine that I get into and hugs me, and I'm different afterwards. I'm more social. Well, I didn't speak until I was 4. Now I have a BA and a master's, and I'm studying for my doctorate.
How did you learn to speak?
Helping not only people understand autism, but also support it. And that's huge, because we are not our label. We are teachers and Christians and family members and artists, and that is who we are. Make sure that you are aware of who you are. Click subscribe to my channel, click the bell so you get notifications when I upload new things. And last but not least, I want to give a special thanks to my mom and dad for always listening, always trying to understand, incredible patience, and support. Honestly, thanks for the awesome genetics. My dad, we've had really great conversations about autism in particular because we have such shared traits about that, and we're just kind of fellow nerds together, you know, and it's just really fascinating to hear Temple Grandin. We watched her video that I'll link in the comments about the autistic brain. We watched that this morning, and our conversation was just like, oh wow, that's amazing, and that here's what I did as a kid, and here's what you did, and I feel like that was my confirmation of yeah, this stuff has been around since my childhood. So that's all I'm going to cover today. You can click the screen now to go to the next video where I'm going to be short and sweet and to the point. 10 autistic tendencies that I've had since forever. Or you can go to my channel and just check out all the resources that I think might be helpful. Thank you for your time. Thanks for listening, and I will see you at the next one.